some of you guys will be busting out receipts, putting certain things on blast or on Front Street, causing whatever relationships to flatline if they need to flatline. Anyone that is trying to make you small or make you more digestible for them, they can respectfully choke. This message is for someone that is about to do something absolutely terrifying. And this is something that was not on your agenda, not in the cards, not something you ever thought you were going to have to do. This could have to do with love, a relationship. It sounds like a relationship that you've been in for a minute or 5, and you have been contemplating something that you are better than, or you don't feel appreciated in. You are confessing to yourself that something is not working, that you want more. It kind of reminds me of the movie Pretty Woman, and I use this movie a lot because there's so many good examples, but the one part I'm thinking about specifically is when he's like, oh, I'll put you in a penthouse. And she's like, bruh, I'm not trying to be like your other girls. I'm not trying to be like the other girls you had that were just like up in the penthouse or up in a hotel or up in a condo and just shopping. She's like, I want the fairy tale. I want more. Maybe you're starting to realize that what you have is not what you want anymore. And it doesn't have to be the absolute most toxic relationship. You just want more. And so now you are telling yourself and really thinking about, is this for me anymore? Have I outgrown this union? Have I outgrown this relationship? Have I outgrown this person? And this is not something that you saw in the cards or that you saw in your future. Maybe you thought this person was your forever. Maybe you wanted to propose to them. Maybe you thought you were going to get married. Maybe you already have children with this person. Or maybe this isn't even a love interest. Like, put it where it goes. You are going to be showing whoever this is, you have a fighting spirit. And just because you're loyal or you're a good, decent partner, or what they consider to be a decent partner, maybe you're just like, I want more. And what you're giving is a load of crap. There is somebody that is trying to humble you and is very jealous of you because they are threatened by the fact that you do things that they're not able to do. I don't know what that means, but I know that you guys can find a place for it. You're going to be figuring out, like, what do I need? What am I not getting? What are the pros and cons? Or is this just a learning lesson where they're going to correct their behavior, or it's just something's going to get fixed? So that's what we're going to figure out right now. Is this getting fixed or is it not? I haven't gotten a message like this. I don't think I've ever gotten a message like this, but I'm getting that you are in need of rehab. Like, not rehab, but like rehabilitation. You are in need of, what is the word? Hibernation, rehabilitation, and somebody is constantly disrupting that, or this environment is disrupting how you're able to heal. And so you're having to admit to yourself that you're not blossoming or growing in the way that you would like to. And maybe for a long time, you thought that you were. You thought that this person was adding value to your life. And now that you have figured your life out, you're like, I can do a lot of this on my own without the turmoil, without the fighting, without having to argue or go back and forth. Brace yourself, okay? And only take this message if it resonates, because this is specific. I am getting that every step you make counts to your future life. There are certain things that you haven't been able to achieve, and it is because of this situation. Or it has a lot to do with this situation, because it's the only part of your life, or it's the biggest part of your life that's holding you back. So it's going to be up to you what you do with this information, but use it responsibly, okay? And use your intuition. But I am getting that it's time to move on. Every step counts. If you've been trying to heal and you keep trying to put the pieces back together daily, or you never know what you're going to get, or it's inconsistent, I'm getting that you do not need somebody else to fix you. You know what's strange? I never realized this about this card. I feel like this mug is broken. And she keeps trying to glue it back together and drink out of it. Do you know how long I've had this deck and I've never realized that that's what was going on here? I'm so ADHD. Anyways, you don't need somebody else to fix you. Maybe that's what you thought it was. Oh, they're the light of my life. They brought me all this joy, but like Spirit is saying that was you. Like, yeah, this person was maybe at one point a good influence on you, but a lot of this was you. Maybe you decided to change your life or turn it around when you met this person, and now you're confessing to yourself like, that person is not my savior. This person might have a superiority complex. This person might be extremely narcissistic. They could live in the past, or they're always reflecting on the past instead of creating memories with you or creating, like they like to look backwards instead of creating a new life, creating a future with you. Instead of being present, I'm getting that there's communication issues. And that because there's communication issues, you have to write things down for yourself, like journaling, affirmations, prayers. You have to internalize a lot because it falls on deaf ears. You guys could have been having really weird dreams or nightmares that you never, ever have. That's another way you will know that this message is for you. Your angels are working on you as you sleep. Do you see this little fairy here? They're working on you as you sleep. Look, let me cover her little tush. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, here you are, you're journaling, you're always by yourself. So maybe this person has been trying to do more, but the more is different from what you need. And I see you being supported by a group of friends that you were not expecting to gain. And I feel like that's going to come in after this situation. So let's say you're leaving someone. You normally before, if you were leaving or going through a breakup, you would lean on friends or you would have an escape plan ready. And at this time in your life, you're like, I don't need anybody. I really don't need anybody. I don't need to lean on anyone. You've been really enjoying the time that you spend with yourself. Because the time that you get with yourself is precious. It is lovely. It's stress-free. It's harmonious. But if you stay in this situation, you are going to become nobody but everybody for everyone in this environment. Does that make sense? So like you are everyone to everybody in this environment or in this circle or group, but you're becoming nobody to be their everybody because they don't want to acknowledge the fact that you are doing better than them. They don't want to acknowledge the fact that you're doing better in life. Maybe it's financially. This could be your in-laws or your family members that are very competitive with you or secretly competitive with you, or maybe it's their distant relatives or their exes, whoever these people are. They need you to become nobody, but still be their everything. And this is what you're starting to realize. Like, even if you keep your mouth shut, even if you don't fight with this person, they're still holding on to the idea of what you can become, of what you are becoming. Like, I see that you're claiming back your energy, but when this person is around, you maneuver differently. And you're just starting to recognize this in yourself. Like, wait, when they're around, I move differently. I'm not in tune with my body. I'm angry. I'm upset. I'm trying to get all of this information out that I need to share. And I feel like you're there for everyone. Okay? You're there for everyone. And then when you need to say something, no one's really listening or there for you. And you have to be there for everyone. It's not fair. Okay? I see that you're annoyed with how you have to decompress after dealing with these people, how they ruin your day, ruin your morning, ruin your night, like they ruin things. I'm getting endings are inevitable for whoever this is. You're not gluing the cup back. You're not gluing it back together anymore. You are not gluing this back together anymore because the people that you're dealing with, if they don't want to acknowledge things in you, they don't acknowledge it. And it's very hurtful. If they don't want to acknowledge that you've been there for them and everything for them, that is annoying. If they want to act like I've done everything for you, oh my gosh, where would you be without me? And they don't acknowledge all the things that you add to the equation, or they act like you're useless or you're selfish or you're the narcissist. There is a lot of projecting here, and you are done losing your mind trying to speak sense into this person. And I feel like being around them has taken a toll on your body. And then your angels are working on you at night to take out what is trying to take place in your soul. Maybe you thought you couldn't do certain things, achieve certain things, and it's because when you're around this person, there's like an entity, which is crazy to me because I'm getting that this person is kind, they're nice for the most part, but sometimes when they're dealing with you, you guys butt heads and this jealousy and envy comes out. I don't know, you're just feeling like it's time to move on, and you're going to be getting confirmations if that is the case. Starting with whatever nightmare or dream that you had that you would never normally have, it might have scared you. But it was confirmation that there is some type of ending taking place, that you can live the life that you desire. It might not be with the person that you thought it was going to be with, but there might be something better on the way. You are not able to be gentle with yourself. Okay, Spirit's telling me you're not able to be gentle with yourself when you're around them. Whoever you're dating, whoever you're with, whoever you're sleeping with, okay, I'm going to make it as general as I can. This person depletes you over and over and over again. They keep you in fight or flight. They keep you defensive, restless, angry. So then like you're angry cleaning, you're angry working out. And then they probably want to be intimate with you and you're like, can you F all the way off right now? It takes a lot for you to come back down from the names that are thrown, the names that are called, the things that they say to you. But they easily sweep the things that they say under the rug, and nothing that you say gets swept under the rug. This is so crazy. Channeled message. It's not fair. So you're going to have to take a leap of faith on yourself. The solution is clear, but it's if you are ready. Because there's hope. There is so much hope. You don't have to become no one for these people, this family, this environment. Every step you make towards taking care of yourself. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. I am being told that every time you go to take more and more care of yourself, it's showing you that you can do this. It's helping you reflect on the fact that you might not have to rehabilitate so much or be in so much recovery mode if this person didn't always have you in fight or flight. Now, I'm not trying to put all the blame on this person. We love who we love. And I think your concern is, am I being tethered? Do I feel tethered to someone that doesn't really care about me? somebody that actually makes you move a certain way. And I keep getting that just because this person isn't the worst person ever does not mean that they are good for you. Okay, think about the movie The Housemaid. Okay, if you guys haven't seen that movie, definitely recommend. And basically, this husband in the movie, everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's such a hero. He's such a nice guy. He's wealthy. He has this incredible smile, but he's actually a villain. But nobody would believe that he is a villain. You're dealing with someone like that. You are dealing with someone like that that knows that they are the bee's knees and knows that everyone would be looking at you like, what did you just do? Why would you walk away from that? But they don't know. They don't know the ins and outs and details of your relationship. And you are about to take action. You're taking a leap of faith on yourself because you're tired of doing this. You're tired of doing this. Like you could feel, maybe you don't get good sleep around this person. Maybe after sleeping with them, you feel like heavy or tired or like there's been a spiritually transmitted situation. This is going to be an era where you're able to be gentle with yourself. But for now, you have an axe to grind with someone. You are going to be teaching someone a very valuable lesson. I don't understand. Like this person thought that they had karma before. You could be this person's karma, their tower, their biggest learning lesson on how there is a better way to deal with relationships. I'm getting a lot about triangulation. They maybe want to make you compete with other people or make you feel small or make you feel weird about your body indirectly. Okay, they could compliment somebody else's body and really be like meaning that towards you while saying, oh no, your body's fine, your body's fine. So maybe you can't even watch certain things with them because you feel some type of way about your body. And that's something that you're working on is body positivity. And maybe this person's always poking fun at your body. And so you have like these insecurities you never really had before. Or there's insecurities that you've been working on. So you are done wearing all these different masks, wearing all these different hats to make this person happy. Because the bottom line is, again, they might not be the worst person ever, but it doesn't mean that they're good for you. You are feeling resentment, like your energy's gone, like you're in defense mode again when you're around them, and you need to be true to yourself. That there are things that you want that this person's not willing to give. There's some type of greed here or a situation with money, and again, then there's things like deflected onto you, like that it's your issue, that you're doing that. I'm seeing that you have dreams and hopes and aspirations. You need to tell it like it is. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want a family. Maybe you want a home. Maybe you want to do certain things for yourself that they just don't understand, or they just can't be bothered, or they just don't care. So you're going to start creating the best version of you as you are walking away or taking time away. I don't know if you're going to go through a separation or a breakup, but you are claiming your energy back. You are going to be reminding somebody that you are the prize, because somebody that you're dealing with definitely thinks that they're the prize and that you would be the laughing stock if you walked away. But you're going to snatch that one last F that you've been giving and admit to yourself, like, you know what, maybe at one time in one season of my life, this was good for me, but it's not good for me anymore. And I want more. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. And like, I just keep hearing time is of the essence. Like, you're not going to have a million years to figure this out. And you might feel some type of way about how much time you've already invested. So I don't know. I feel like not all of you that are watching this are going to separate, but you are going to be teaching this person a valuable lesson by standing your ground. walking away, even if that's temporary. Because someone needs to know that you are no one to play with. No one to play with. And that they better start maneuvering different if they want you in their life at all. Somebody doesn't think that you can. They clearly think that you can't leave or go anywhere or do anything. I feel like you've been building an empire behind the scenes. You've been building and working on yourself behind the scenes. And this person doesn't even know how you really operate anymore. So maybe at one point this person knew every bit of you, like all the ins and outs, and lately, like they can't be bothered. Maybe you guys had children and now like they can't be bothered. Or maybe there is an infidelity situation or a third party situation. I'm going to see what else I pull out. But you see clearly that you have to release your guilt about however long you've been in this union. If you're deciding to leave, you might be seeking a therapist, counseling, help. I feel like you being honest with yourself is really important. Like, this is going to cause powerful personal growth, a powerful energy shift, and what goes around comes around and around. Wow. I feel like you're going to light the way for other people in your situation so they can, that it could look real great on the outside. And maybe you guys feel like you had a good run. But people really have to step it up if they're going to be around you at all. And right now it feels like a slippery slope. Okay. So you are going through an ascension, and this ascension has your point of view changing about what you would normally hold near and dear to your heart. You're like, okay, well, I used to be really like gung-ho about this relationship or really sure, and now you're wanting to explore, and this person doesn't understand. This person could have always had a fear that you would outgrow them. And so maybe they're trying to always like bop you back down to remind you like, hey, this is who you really are, which is not cool. Because I see the evolution of you in this message. Like, you've gone from being codependent, or like you're in recovery. You guys could be in your sobriety, and these people, they just don't, this person just doesn't get it. They're being really aggressive with you. It could feel like it's out of nowhere. I feel like it's a bunch of other stressors in their life, and they're not willing to admit defeat, or they don't like losing. And you're over here just like silently winning. And they're trying to understand, like, how are you doing that? How are you just silently winning over there? Holy Spirit, what else is going on? Fraud. Oh my gosh. This person, I hope you guys are sitting down for this, because I know that if this is your message, you're like distraught that this is even happening. You're like just going through the day-to-day motions, like, this is my life, boopity boopity boop. And now you're like, what in the freaking frick? You are waking up. You are waking up to the love that you deserve. We have fraud. Maybe you feel like you're somewhat of a fraud for overhyping this situation to yourself, or maybe to others, or on social media. You feel like you've been scammed. You also feel like this person has been deceitful. Maybe they're like, oh, I would never lie. And then, but then they be out here lying. This person is now okay, maybe you thought like certain people don't cheat, and now you're led to believe that, like, no, maybe everyone does. Maybe people do, because anyone can change at any time. So there is you're ready to clean house. Spirit saying you're going to leave this person haunted. This person is not who you think they are. This is scaring me, you guys. I did not want to press play because this message is scaring me. It's that feeling, that pit in your stomach, like, oh, this might not be it. But for the first time in a long time, if it's not right, you're going to be okay. You cannot believe what you heard from this person or what they said. You could have saw something on their phone. You are caught off guard. You are unsettled. You are shook. This person has you shook because they are not who you thought they were. Maybe you were holding on to their potential. You're like, oh, we're always evolving and growing, so there's like this potential, and I'm holding on to the idea of them. But when you really think about it, there's all these situations where you guys don't get along, and that's what you're acknowledging right now. So maybe you really wanted to travel with this person, but if you go down the street, you guys can't get down the street without fighting. Or you can't go certain places without fighting. So you're like, listen, if we can't go down the street without yelling at each other, maybe we ain't going across the world, across seas. But yeah, this person has you speechless because you have put up with so much that they will never acknowledge, that they will never give you credit for. And I feel like that's the stinger. I don't feel like you're trying to get credit for them. I think you're trying to get acknowledgement that certain things have happened, that you have helped or contributed. Okay, we have shade. The body language, the disrespect, and the insults are different. This person does not fight fair. They don't play fair. They don't fight fair. So if you've ever been in like couples counseling, they say, don't be throwing these zingers. Like, don't be calling names. Those are low blows, because then you're all of a sudden having to defend your character and the name that they called you instead of handling the matter at hand, which is whatever the issue is. So now the issue is over here, and now we got to defend our character and like the name that you just said to me. So this person doesn't play by those rules. And they don't care that you do. Oh, what? They don't care that you do. Or you try to, at least. This person can really bring it up out of you. And that's another thing you're going to be acknowledging. Like, this person can really get me angry. They can really get me upset. Maybe you guys resolve things quickly or forgive quickly, or you don't go to bed angry. And you're really having to weigh out the pros and cons of the disappointment, the betrayal, how many band-aids you've really needed for all of the pain that they've caused. And I feel like it's not, it could be a lot of talking. It could be verbal, like they're verbally toxic. It could be something worse than that, and I hope that it's not. But there is a lot of pain and disappointment from like putting up the good fight and feeling like, is this a waste of time? Is this actually a waste of my time? Wow. This is like sleeping with the enemy. Feeling like this person saved your life, and now they're jealous of you. And it's a narrative that you are very familiar with as a chosen one, as an earth angel. People liking you until you become better. Liking you until you start doing better and you start growing. And as soon as you start growing, then they're like, wait. I liked you right here. I don't need you doing better than me. And they really feel some type of way about that. Like real ratchet behavior. Inelegant. Just behaving nasty. Unbelievable. Okay, Holy Spirit, what else is going on? What does the collective need to know about this situation? Is there any freaking advice? Oh my gosh, be careful. If you're not trying to get pregnant, be careful. Please be careful. This person could be trying to get you pregnant. Or maybe you haven't been able to get pregnant. Oh my gosh. love spell. There might be a spell on this union, this relationship, whatever this is, that maybe that your angels are protecting you from getting pregnant with this person. So maybe you're thinking like, oh, I've tried to conceive, I can't. And I feel like the minute this love spell is broken, you will be able to. That's going to be for someone very specific. That's not going to be for everyone. For others of you, you are breaking through this love spell and you need to be careful with this person trying to impregnate you. Because I feel like this person has little ways of messing up things that make you happy, or they always try to get something out of you being happy. Maybe you don't even like smiling around this person or being happy or giddy because they try to ruin it or spoil it by needing something from you. This reminds me of like being in the service industry. We've all waited on someone that is like, makes you the gopher. They need a pack of sugar, then they need some salt, then they need a knife, then they need a napkin. And every time you come back, like you can't even wait on other tables because they're just like, come back, go, come back, go, come back, go. This person does this to you very indirectly. They are very codependent and reliant on you. But you're just starting to see like, okay, maybe these things aren't that innocent. Oh, I'm hearing the saying that like when the devil cannot reach you, he will send you a man. When the devil cannot reach you, he will send you a man. I feel like if you guys are going to be going through a divorce or I don't even know, like some type of tumultuous breakup, that this person's going to be very petty. Very petty. If you guys have to go to court with this person, let them pop all the way off. Okay, let them show who they really are, because it seeps out. Oh my gosh, petty. They're not as open-minded as you. It takes a lot to get them to see things your way, and they think that you're crazy, but you're very smart. You're going to have a way of putting them in their place. They're going to be haunted. They have no idea how spicy you can get. They have no idea how your other breakups went. They have no idea what you sacrificed. Ooh, this is going to be a spicy glow up. They have no idea what you have sacrificed to be who you are. Not a clue. Like, I remember when I left my most toxic ex, that was physically, like, not a good person. I remember I tried leaving 5 times, but I was in my addiction and I wasn't sober, so it was even harder. But I remember the last time that I left with my keys in my hand, I had to leave my dog behind with him. Because where I was going, I couldn't take her with me. I had to sacrifice my clothes, my things, very personal belongings, my dog. Like, I had to make major sacrifices to leave this person, and I had to get sober to walk out the door. I had to withdraw, detox, like be sick for weeks to get out that door while he was sleeping. And to leave my dog behind, it still haunts me to this day. Because then later, it was something that he was going to try to use to like lure me back in. And it was like, no, absolutely not. Not today, Satan. Not today. So this glow up is about to be your spiciest glow up. Because before, you didn't have the means, you didn't have the money, you didn't have the independence that you do. You've been building. This person, if they were present, they would know all the things that you're working on. But they don't have a clue. And you need to continue to do that. Spirit is saying you have a lot of knowledge. You need to continue to do that while this person is not really knowing what you're up to. Okay? So we might have a brief interruption because I channeled this message on my day off. You might not feel like this person wants to make you feel like you're for the streets, but you are independent. You are This person likes to like pull up on you. I don't know. Or pop up on you. You are a leader. You do have knowledge. You are smart. You're going to be entering an era of your life where you can actually chill. Maybe like your whole life leading up to this point was a lot of a lot of having to do certain things. And you're like, I don't want to have to do that anymore. I want to be able to relax. You are competent. So Spirit wants to remind you of who you are. You are competent. You are precise. You are witty. Okay, you are effective. You are first class. You are impressive. You need to start saying yes to yourself. Then you're also going to see your body change. You've been working day and night to be in tune with your body and going through a lot of self-improvement, exercise, mastery, just pushing forward. It's going to be easier for you to do this once you are removed from this situation, or at least get a break from it. Some of you are going to be needing a break. Some of you are actually going to be moving on. So I want to make that very clear. It's not easy to do either one, but I see you standing up for yourself, and it will be revealed how you are supported. And I also feel like this is going to be a very innovative year for you, where you are inventing this spicy new you, where you also get to be gentle with yourself. You have a fighting spirit again. You are a messenger. You are heroic. So yeah, this self-improvement, I feel like you're also going to be setting trends, making groundbreaking developments. If this situation is a failure, you will know that you didn't fail in vain. Okay? It's like fall down 7 times, get up 8. So some of you guys will be busting out receipts, putting certain things on blast or on Front Street, causing whatever relationships to flatline if they need to flatline. Anyone that is trying to make you small or make you more digestible for them, they can respectfully choke. Okay, so some people are going to be shocked that you cannot be seduced or finessed by them. Now you see through them. And I'm telling you right now, it's either going to be, it gets resolved real freaking quick, or it snaps in half real freaking quick. You will know by the end of the day what you need to do. This will serve as confirmation, or maybe confirmation number 2. So if certain endings are inevitable, like you're just seeing people, if they're not really a good guy, or they're not really a good girl, or they really don't have good intentions, who you really want to be tethered to. So make room for a real one. Don't let them be standing in the doorway, letting them have a key copy, coming and going as they please. Your life and how it's evolving is not a revolving door. Puns intended. Like, this person lusts for what you have, or they're constantly wanting to humble you or make you digestible, make you dim your light, make you water it down while trying to take little pieces of you. And it's getting to the point where it's making you really sit down with yourself like, yeah, their intentions are not pure. Their intentions are not good. But again, listen to your intuition, because you will know. If you are constantly in fight or flight when you're in this relationship, and you can't rest, you can't relax, you're always having to fix or concede or apologize, it's enough. It's enough. You have to cut this off so you can properly put yourself back together. You can't do that in the presence of this person, because they're not going to be cheering you on. Everything they do is backhanded. So whoever you're dealing with that has been scamming or overhyping themselves, I feel like you're going to pull up on them, or you're going to be surprising them with whatever you're about to say. And it's going to leave them haunted, because maybe they think they have a lot of people in their pocket and everybody just goes around like a little baby robot, like I'll just do whatever you need me to do. But you're not that. You're not that. So let's get an oracle message. Today is the day that you're planting a new seed, a seed of the life that you want. And it might not be rainbows and Skittles right out of the gate, but you won't have to deal with this monkey on your back anymore. Somebody that's fake. Okay. The world awaits you. This person would love for you to believe that there is no world outside of them, because that's what they get other people to believe. Okay. This person has a superiority complex. Whatever narcissistic behavior this is, you're going to take control of the narrative. They love to believe that they're the puppet master. You're cutting those strings. You have earned all of your stripes. You're dealing with someone that doesn't make you feel like you're adequate. I think the word is adequate. Like you can't do it without them. But you've been through things before you even met these people, or before you were ever in this relationship, where you have earned your stripes, and they wouldn't last a day in your shoes with whatever resources you did or didn't have, finances you did or didn't have. They wouldn't make it a day. So don't let them sit there and discredit you or take what's yours. Don't doubt your worth. You are always enough. You are going to be in this next season surrounding yourself with love. And this person is never going to forget how you walked away from them. I feel like no one puts baby in a corner. Nobody walks away from this person, but you're going to look real good while you do it because you're standing up to them. These people cannot hold things over your head and show that you are superior, that you are precise, that you are witty, that you are more than competent. You are a cosmic prodigy. You're a genius yourself. You're a trendsetter. This person never sets trends. That's another side note. This is someone that waits for somebody else to set a trend, and then they're like, oh, let me see if it really, really, really works, and now I'll try that. This is a whole lot of love bombing and gaslighting. So you guys are going to do what's best for you. The signs are already with you. Do not seek this person's approval. They're irrelevant. You better show this person they're a non-motherfucking factor. Okay? Because when we remove people that are really toxic in our lives, buckle up. God's bringing you a real one. The universe is bringing you what you deserve. When we show the universe, I don't put up with this janky energy. I don't put up with janky, shiesty people. I don't put up with people that bribe and that are corrupt. I don't like it. Universe is like, got it. Roger that. I'm going to bring you some people that are sincere. Or if you believe in God, God's going to clear the way. Okay? It is Judgment Day. You are colliding with other people, their beliefs, their systems, their attitudes, their energies, the way they move for a reason. Because you're not staying back here. And you're never going to forget how these people treated you. Like you were in the gutter or beneath them or, yeah. You're not going to forget that. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. You are the GOAT. Okay, so, I think that's it. Surround yourself with love is your guys' advice. It's time to be brave. Carry the sword of truth. Keep it at rest position. This person always lies. So you already got it in the bag. This person lies often. They can't keep their lies straight or their story straight. And so it should be fun for you to catch this person off guard. It will be fun. Okay, and then we have count your blessings. There is a miracle on the way that you are not expecting. You just need to believe in yourself. You are going to attract a different group of people unexpectedly from standing up for yourself. Every time we stand up for ourselves, good things are on the way. Anytime you do something that's really hard, that's for your betterment, something good is on the way. I have never walked away from a toxic job, cut off somebody that was toxic, broke up with somebody that was toxic, and not gotten a better situation. Never once. Or if it was just mediocre, okay, sometimes it's a mediocre situation, it's a stepping stone. Don't worry, bestie. You won't be there freaking long, okay? There is more on the way. I love you guys so much. All important links are in the description box. There's going to be a new message on Patreon. So if you are looking for ad-free content that is exclusive and the closest thing to a personal reading, link is below. It is only $11.11 a month to join. Super inexpensive, and you can cancel at any time. Don't forget to smash the you-know-what. Hype up this video if you claim this message, and I will see you guys in the comments or the next one. Bye!